All right. Back like we never left, right,
Yep,
Cody?
Yep, pretty much, man.
Oh, man.
Episode 1846.
Yep, sponsored by Reese's.
We're trying to speak that into existence, honestly. So we'll see. We'll look back on this.
But no, quick shout out to our buddy Ramon. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Ramon.
Happy
Shout
birthday,
out, man.
bro. I'm going to tell you that tomorrow. I'll watch this episode.
Hopefully you have a good day and don't get in too much trouble because I know you and your coca.
Yeah. Ramon, we know. I'm kidding.
But anyway, ladies, gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Welcome back.
We're back.
Hopefully you guys are having a good day out there. Cody and I, we're going to power through this one. We have a little bit to talk about. Cody actually just came from across the pond, had himself a little trip. So I kind of really want to start on that because there's quite a bit to talk about. You were there for a while, so
yeah.
I mean, if you want to just hammer that.
Yeah, I was there for about 12 days. We'll go through it pretty quick.
I want to hear it too.
So, first day I landed in Manchester. The first week I was there with my friend Michael, who lives in Washington, D.C. He'll actually be here this weekend. And then the second week I was by myself. So we landed in Manchester, we rented a car, and in England you have to drive on the other side of the road, and you drive on the other side in the car. So the right person.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Shift down on the left.
Took some getting used to, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. So he rented the car, so I let him drive the first shift. He drove pretty much, I think, the whole first day, all the way up to Edinburgh. And then we stopped there, had a beautiful night in Edinburgh. It was great. Drove up to Stonehaven, which is on the coast, just south of Aberdeen, passing St. Andrews, and it's just gorgeous. We stopped at so many castles, and
dude, I seen the train. There was like the track went like through the mountains there, or whatever. Yeah. And I seen you guys. Everyone was standing around staring at the train. So it was like
so that train,
a magnificent like structure or some sort of engineering feat.
It kind of is if you're into the lore of Harry Potter. So,
okay.
Where we were at and where we stopped right after that as well was a Harry Potter thing. But where we were at is where in the scene, the second movie, where Harry and Ron are in the magical car and they're trying to catch the train. So they're flying around in the car.
So the train with that.
And that's the scene. So when they're flying the car trying to catch that train to get back to school in the second year, that's where they shot that. Also down the street, and by down the street I mean like another 40 miles, is Dumbledore's gravesite, which is also where I visited. So that was cool. But that's not marked by
the roads and stuff down there?
The roads are crazy. So they're real thin. If you've ever, the European roads are very small anyways because it's rare that you see a pickup truck or anything like that. Yeah. A lot of smaller cars, a lot of hatchbacks. But the roads are real small, windy. They are in miles per hour. Was worried it was going to be in kilometers per hour. Totally fine, miles per hour. That was good. Getting gas was interesting. So, first day, we're whipping around. The whole
thing would just throw me off.
Yeah, we're whipping around the car. We're having a good time. We stop at a gas station, and we go to put gas in the car. Somehow get the gas tank open. It worked. Yeah.
So what? That was like a whole...
Yeah, because, it had like a weird button. And I forgot where the button was, maybe underneath. I can't remember. So we get the gas tank open. I'm getting ready. There's 3 options of gas, kind of like we have here, so pretty easy. And I'm like, okay. On the cap it says, 93 or whatever. So I was like, all right, this is easy. I can do this. But then I'm like, where do I pay? And how do I pay? And when do I pay? Because in Canada,
you just go inside like you do normally.
Yeah, but in Canada, you pump and then you pay.
Yeah. Okay.
So technically, you could run away. Like you could pump and then just not go pay.
I don't know how people do that more often there.
Same thing goes there. So you pump first. So I go into the gas station. Okay, young dude working behind the register, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, I have about a quarter tank in my tank right now. I need to fill it up. You're in liters, not gallons.
Yeah,
so it's $1.50 a liter on the sign.
No.
So I'm like, hey, on average, how many pounds should I be spending if I have 3/4 of a tank I need to fill on an average car? Just throw in a number for me. And he's like, what? And I was
he didn't understand.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, yeah,
big brother, dude.
I'm
not from around.
And he goes, well, how much did you put in? And I go, I'm asking you how much to put in. And for like 10 seconds there, we're struggling. Then this lady behind me, pretty cute, she goes, I think I can help. You need to go pump your gas first, and then you tell him how much you are paying. And he goes, oh, yeah, you need to pump first. I was trying to figure out which car you were. Because he goes, I walk in, he goes, pump 10? I'm like, no, I'm like 4. I'm like, no, I'm pump 4. That's how it started.
Yeah.
Pump 4. But, how much money should I put in, And he it was
so funny.
So then the lady behind me helped. So then I go back out, I pump, fill that bitch up, of course, come back in. Hey, what's up, dude? Pump 4. $50 or whatever it was.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, something like that.
Isn't it expensive over there?
It's expensive,
gas, dude?
Yeah, it's expensive. But
bunch of castles though and stuff.
Dude, so many castles, yeah, and it was great. The whole drive around was great. We got to drive through the mountains of Scotland and England, and it's just gorgeous. It reminded me of being in Seattle recently. We went to the Loch Ness, which I've always called it Lake Loch Ness. Loch means lake, so it would be redundant for me to go Lake Ness. So
I didn't know where that was.
Either did I until probably 5 or 10 years ago. I figured it out. I've always been a big fan of the Loch Ness Monster. I remember growing up, I remember reading books on it, I remember watching movies on it, I remember renting movies from Blockbuster over and over, the same movie, to watch it because I thought it was so cool, so fascinating. And then I kind of forgot about it for a while. I grew up. And then when we were planning this trip, and I let Michael pretty much plan the whole first week because I knew I'd have the week by myself. So it was like, all right, anything he wants to do, we can do that whole week. I know that he likes to do fun things, so I wasn't worried about that. And one of the things that he had picked was, Fort August, which is the city that Loch Ness is on, one of the cities. And once I saw that on the schedule, I was like, fuck yes, dude. I can't wait. Like, I just pumped myself up so much about something that I didn't even know that I should be expecting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was just like an extra cherry on top. So as we're driving there, I'm just so excited, dude. You're driving and you're in these forests pretty much, and then the trees start to pop out. Next thing you know, the lake's on your right, depending on where you're driving, and it's just majestic. I think I read the little infograph or whatever on it. It's I think one of the deepest or longest or largest lakes in the whole world. It's a really long, thin lake if you look at it on a map. It doesn't look like Houghton Lake or anything. Yeah. It's like a big round lake. It's just very long.
I thought deepest was Superior.
I think Superior's top 4 or top 3 or 4. So it might be number 1. Superior might be number 1 and Loch Ness might be 2 or 3. But yeah, either way, it's a very unique lake in some aspect. And it's just so. It was so riveting for me to be there. It was so cool. I took my socks off. There's a video of me taking my socks off.
I seen that. I was like, what is this chooch doing?
Putting my feet in, because I was like, I am not coming all the way here and not touching the water. And they didn't make it. It was freezing cold. And they didn't make it easy for you to fucking get to the water. It wasn't like you could just walk up like it was a beach. I'm sure there were points like that. But in Fort August, you're walking on this dock looking thing. So to get down to the water, you got to get down to the water. So as you can see in the video, it might not, you couldn't really tell in the video as well, but it was a pretty steep pitch to get down to the water on those rocks that I had to go down, which is why I went down crab style. Because
so you and Mike just, you guys just bunch of castle hopping?
Yeah, just castle hopping, seeing Harry Potter things. He's a big Harry Potter fan too, so that was super easy. What else did we do? We stayed in the mountains one night.
Who was the girl that you met up with? Who was showing you around?
Yeah, so that girl.
That's what I need.
Yeah, so after
that's the real that's we want to hear that stuff right there.
So Mike and I drive around Scotland. Before he leaves, we go back to Manchester. We started in Manchester, drove around Scotland, came back to Manchester. When we got back to Manchester, I went to a Manchester United soccer game, which for me is a dream come true. And I mean fucking dream come true. I've been a fan for 12 years now. I wake up every weekend to watch their games. Nick's watched me watch their games over here on my phone all the time.
Oh, yeah, religiously.
Yeah, right. It's a big thing for me. So to be able to go to that game was unbelievable. There were so many things about this trip that were once in a lifetime things that I was like, whoa, all in one trip. I usually don't have that much. Usually one trip is there might be one thing that's once in a lifetime on that trip. It's usually pretty chill. Things I do all the time or something. This trip was such a once in a lifetime trip, and including that soccer
impactful
game.
Probably.
Yeah, oh dude,
because it all happened so much.
It was so compounding. that it was detrimental when I get to the golf part about me golfing. You'll hear about that. But so we go to the soccer game, have a great time. Unbelievable seats right behind the fucking net, right in the corner for corner kicks. They score. The game's 2-2. Get a penalty kick in the 90th minute right in front of me. And I mean right fucking in front of me. You can see me on the video. I watched me. Like, it's a little blurry. Like I saw
on TV or on the screen?
If you go to the Manchester United Instagram page and you watch the Bruno Fernandes penalty kick in that game I was at Burnley, when they pan to the goal, standing behind the goal to the left is me. And I remember because there was a guy wearing a fucking bright ass blue jacket, and we're red, and the other team's like burgundy. So I looked for him, and I was like, oh, okay, there he is. So I must be right there, and you can see me doing one of these. And so I knew it was me. So
you see that fucking $2 bill?
$2 bills. But yeah, so the soccer game was unbelievable. They score the goal in the 90th minute right in front of me. I'm freaking out.
What a fucking way to finish that.
So unbelievable. Yeah, it was great. It was easy to get in and get there and everything. We took
the fans super crazy there?
Fans are wild, bro. You know, fans here are pretty crazy. I've been to games at Ford Field, which can get a little hectic. I've been to some pretty crazy games. Michigan games can get a little rowdy, depending, especially Ohio State. But this was something else because they swear a lot. Like, we swear here, you know, at a game, oh man, fuck that ref. But like, that's about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they'll do like swearing chants. You know what I mean? Fuck you, Burnley. Like, the whole time, repetitive, and it's just so many. It was just crazy. I was like, okay, they don't give a fuck. There was a kid right in front of me. He obviously wasn't swearing. He was with his dad. But like, they did. Sure. The people around us weren't like.
You just couldn't hear them.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Maybe the people around us weren't like, oh, my bad, like when they swore, like, you know, maybe I would do if I swore at a Tigers game or something, and then saw a kid be like, hey, my bad, dude. They didn't give a fuck. Yeah, they didn't care. So the soccer game was great. Dropped Michael off. I had a date in Manchester, actually, as well. So,
is that this boo thing that I seen a picture of?
No, that one's in Scotland. So I had a date with this girl in Manchester, who I'd met.
Has one in every city.
And she was cool, very cool. She was Polish. Yeah, Polish girl, very nice. We went out for a couple drinks. I had one drink with her because I told her I'm not drinking anymore. I did have one drink, and then she continued to drink, and I got NAs. She was real cool about it, though. Everywhere we went, she ordered the drinks for us.
You gotta make that sound cool. I got NAs.
Yeah, I got NAs.
Guys, not even drinking alcohol.
So, but also, even over there, NAs everywhere. They have them at all the bars. That's cool. Which was
cool.
They
should, though. I mean,
Heineken's, Guinness has NAs over there.
It's something you should always have stocked up if you're
at least one or two.
A bar or any type of.
So it's like not having water.
Yeah.
Like, what? So, she was super cool. We had a great time, great date. Stayed out a little late. I stayed out till like 1:30. That's a little past my bedtime. Came back. Mike flew out the next day, and then I caught a train back up to Scotland. So I stayed a night in Edinburgh.
Dude, what'd you have? Fucking 3.5 hours of sleep?
Like 6 hours of sleep. But the train ride was like 4 hours back up. So I was able to take one of your mom's edibles and snooze. So go back up, check out Edinburgh again. Gorgeous city, of course. You can go there all the time. Like, that's not a city you go to once and you're like, all right, I've seen it all. Like, you just want to keep going back. Then I took the train from there. Actually, in Edinburgh, I stayed just outside of there in a city called Melville, and I stayed in a castle. So, like a legit castle. Full on king and queen or somebody might have stayed there castle. It's crazy. So I had to.
So that's like an Airbnb?
Yeah, so it's a hotel. Yep, Melville Castle Hotel. So I took an Uber, got there. Dude, the driveway was like a half-mile long. Like, I remember pulling up and he goes, are you staying right here? And it's like the little welcome house to the castle. I was like, yeah, I don't think so. I'm supposed to be staying at a castle. He goes, okay. And we keep driving up this one-lane road for like a half mile. And then out of nowhere, there's this castle in a field. And I was like, yep, I'm staying right there.
It had to be pretty cool.
Dude, it was fucking sick. So that was dope. Girls there just...
Are they everywhere too?
Yeah, man. They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
That's where we need to go.
Also, like, the only problem, though, is that they're all young. Like, they're all like 23, 24, which is fine. The very first night I landed, when Michael and I got to Edinburgh, I got a girl's number who was working there, who was our waitress. Cool girl.
22.
Her name is Julia. She's 22.
I knew it.
Dude, she texted me the next day. Like, 22. How old are you? And I was like 30. You know, at first I said guess, and then I guessed her age first so that she would feel more comfortable about it. And I guessed 24 or 26. Dude, she's smoking a cigarette on her break. Like,
what'd she guess for you?
She guessed 28. And I was like, okay, I'll take that. I'm 33. Like, I'll take 28 for sure. But after that, we didn't talk much. So, super cool girl, that Julia. But yeah, so the girls there are nice. But, dude, even the girls working at the hotel, at the castle, like 23, 24, just getting out of college. I was like, fuck, dude.
Some young princess.
Yeah, young, dude. I wish I would have done this 6 years ago, but I didn't have the money. So I go from there to St. Andrews.
A city with some milfs.
Dude, with some older ones.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. So from there, I take the train to St. Andrews. Get to St. Andrews at 1 p.m. I have a tea time at 3:20 p.m. on the Jubilee course, which is the hardest of the 6 courses.
For all the St. Andrew ones.
On all the courses, it is the number 1 hardest. If you look on the map, it's the one that's on the water.
How come they don't play that one then?
Dude, it's so just when you get a chance, just look it up. Just look up the Jubilee course. It's so tough. In order of toughness, if I remember this correctly, and you guys can Google it, it goes Jubilee, Castle, Old Course, New Course.
So the Old Course isn't even the second?
No, it's like Old Course, New Course, Eden, and then they have one that starts with an S. It's like 8 letters, Strython or something, and that's the easiest. And Eden's the second easiest. That's the one I put the second. So, first day I get there, I got the tea time for 3:24 at the Jubilee course. Fucking tough. And I check into my hotel. Check-in's at 2, thank goodness, instead of 3. I got lucky. Hurry up, showered.
Dude, you were like...
Yeah,
I'm about to miss tea time.
I'm on it. So, I check in. The cool thing about St. Andrews, unlike any other city I've ever been to, almost everyone is there for golf. So you see people while you're walking around the small town. It's just so great. Just walking out of their apartments or hotels with their golf outfits on, carrying their golf bag down the street to the course. You don't see that anywhere.
No.
Anywhere. Everybody gets a car, parks in a parking lot, gets out. No one. It's just crazy.
The Jubilee course is that still can people still walk across that course like they do the old course?
All the courses are walkable, and you can walk around.
So it's like a park style.
Yep, it's like park style. Yep,
okay.
Yep, everything is park style. The whole 1 and 18 on the old course, which is right along the road right there. There is that path that you can cross, and cars drive across. But there's a guy there, like, making sure, like, hey, you got to stop. They're about to tee off. Okay, they just teed off. You can walk.
Okay.
Or 18's coming in. Okay, you got to wait.
That's
same
cool.
with getting on that bridge on 18. You know, as soon as you hit the tee shot, you walk like 100 yards. The bridge is right there. You got to cross. I forgot the name of it. And then you keep going. And then there's the fairway and the green. That bridge, I asked the guy, I was like, hey, can I like go take a picture? Like, no one's on it right now. And he goes, yeah, the rule is you have to wait for 18T to hit and then run your ass out there and hurry up and get a picture or video and then run off the course.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they're cool about it. Everything about that city, everything about the campus is what I'd call it.
So was it tough?
It was so tough.
You shot like shit?
I shot a 108 the first day, and that includes me like really pulling it together on the last 6 holes. I think I shot like 5 over on the last.
Who's the guy you were with?
So the first day I ended up playing with this kid, Zach, who's from Iowa. He's an Iowa State grad. Shout out to him. I'll have to send him this so he can watch. So played with him. Cool ass dude. So we played together. He played pretty good too, honestly. We played together and it was just us two. Like I said, 3:24 tee time.
Yeah.
So we were basically twilight golf. They kept saying we weren't going to finish, and we finished. Like, they kept being like, yeah, since you're playing Jubilee, like, you might get 14, 15 holes in. I hope you know that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking to myself, like, it's 3:24. The sun doesn't go down until 8:15.
Yeah.
That's almost 5 hours.
We're going to get this in.
It's just 2 of us walking. Like, even if we're getting slowed down, I think we'll get it in. And we did, of course. So we played that course. It ate me up. I bought 6 golf balls, guys. Okay, they're 5 pounds a piece, which a pound to $1 is $1 to $1.30. So 5 pounds is like $6 per golf ball. Okay, so I bought 6 of them.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so I bought 6. I mean, St. Andrews.
Yeah.
So I bought 6 of them. They have the label on them or whatever, new course. So of course they're a little more expensive. And I'm thinking, all right, Cody, you golf all the time, dude. You don't lose that many balls. Like, when I play around with you, I might lose 3, maybe 4 at most. Mm-hmm. And that's like, there's water. I really can't find it.
It's so different, though, being
It's so different. So,
you got not your club, you're on a
not
new
my
course.
clubs, new course. So, we're playing this course. I'm elated, dude. I mean, dopamine's running all through my body.
Just through your skin.
I didn't need, I promise you, there wasn't a point, I don't think, in that first round where I took it in, if I'm being completely honest. Like, there wasn't a point, whether that was because it was raining every now and then, and not raining, and I was wearing just a polo, and I was trying to, I was kind of cold a little bit. My back started hurting after hole 2 because I'm an idiot. There were reasons why I wasn't able to focus on the first day, but the biggest reason was because I was just so excited to be there. Like, that's so awesome, excited. Dude. I'm walking this course. It's unbelievable. So I'm having a great time. The reason why I hurt my back is because on the first hole,
you were carrying the girl around.
Well, funny. On the first hole, I hit a good drive. It went a little right like normal. You guys have seen me play probably. Second hole, I'm thinking, you know what, Cody? Let's reach back a little bit. Let's fucking put it out there. Let's show this kid from Iowa what Michigan can do. So I reached back, dude, and I fucking hit this ball. I hit it pretty well, actually. I pushed it just a little bit, but I mean, it was straight. It was a really good shot. I fucked my lower back up. I knew it. I knew it immediately. I mean, I was barely done swinging. I was like, okay, that hurts a lot.
Just from trying to swing too hard?
Just from swinging too hard. Okay? So mind you, I'm still carrying my clubs. Clubs aren't that heavy because there's nothing extra in there. It's just clubs. So I'm carrying the clubs. I'm walking all 18 holes. I'm still pumped from being there, so adrenaline's running through me.
Yeah.
I'm cold because it's raining and then windy, but then the sun comes out and I'm nice and then I'm cold again. So my body's like, what the fuck's going on? My back starts hurting. I'm carrying a bag. And I'm not playing that well, which means I have to go find my ball. So I'm carrying a bag with my back hurting. But I kept telling myself the whole time.
Still love it, though. Like,
dude, you're out here. Like, get the fuck over it, dude. You're out here. I don't care if you're in a wheelchair. You're out here, bro. So, and I kept telling myself, just boss through today. You might win the lottery for the old course tomorrow. You'll be feeling better tomorrow. That matters the most anyways, Cody. This is a warm-up round. Like, dude, just, you'll be fine. So, as we're playing our round, we both entered the lottery that day. He entered at 9 a.m. when he got there. I entered at 1 p.m. when I got there.
How does that work then for that lottery, though? Is that only good for that next day, though?
It's only good for the next day, and it's only for single.
Okay.
So, people who have groups, they can get their tee times. So, he entered it as soon as he got there at 9 a.m. At 5 p.m., it sends a text. So, we're mid-round. We teed off at 3:24. We're 5-6 holes in. We're both checking our phone.
Yeah.
Are we going? We're getting it. And he checks his phone, and we're on this gorgeous hole, right on the water. And checks his phone. Dude, I got it. 12:50 tee time.
Shut the fuck up.
And I'm like, I remember walking to the course that day, thinking, what tee time would I want if I did get a tee time? You know what I mean? Because it's random. Yeah. You could get 7 a.m. You could get 3. So I was like, okay, what would be great? And I was like, well, because I ain't got shit to do, an afternoon tee time would be dope, like a noon. I'd wake up, get a nice breakfast, walk around, and, not be rushed.
Yeah.
Like, ideally, if I could pick my own.
How the hell?
So he gets a 12:50. So I'm thinking, dude, that's such a great tee time. Like, it's perfect. Mm-hmm. You get done right at dinner. Like, it's just so perfect. So he gets a 12:50. We're playing the course. He has a tee time for the next day in case he doesn't get the old course. I don't. So we're playing the course. We're almost done. We're on hole 16 or 17. And it fucking hits me. Dude, you have a tee time tomorrow at a different course, at the Eden course, but you just won the old course. So you're not going to use your Eden course.
Yeah.
So it's like, can I have that? Like, would you? And of course, we're talking the whole time on every fairway. We're getting to know each other. Talk the whole time. So he's like, yeah, dude. So we're checking out at the end of the round. We shake everything. We go in, we return our clubs. And as soon as we return our clubs is when we change it. hey, I have a tee time here. Everybody there has like access to everything. It's very cool. Like they have access to all the tee times at all the courses, all the club rentals at all the courses. They don't like, hey, you need to go down the hall to the blah blah.
But this guy seems pretty cool and all that you played with.
He's young, probably like 26. He had just left Italy with all his buddies. He went there with like 20 guys and girls.
This guy just loaded? What the hell does he do for a living?
He's a mechanical engineer. He lives out in Nevada. Yeah. So shout out to him. Yeah, shout out to him for sure. So he ended up trading me the club rentals and everything because he had club rentals set, everything. Dang. So he's like, hey, I'll move my club rental to you. I'll move my tee time to you. Now I'm teeing off the next day at 3:04, which is a little bit earlier. Right. Better. Right. So I ended up at the next day at 12:50. I show up to the old course. Got to show out for my homie. I mean, mind you, I don't have shit else to do. I woke up that morning. I walked the old course, all 18 holes, just because I was like, well, I'm not playing it, so I want to walk it. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to grab lunch. I'm going to go see him, and then I'm going to go back and get ready. Like, as soon as he tees off at 1, I'll walk back to my hotel. I'll get ready. Yeah. I walk back at 3, I tee off. So it kind of worked out perfect. Yeah, So I met up with him at 12:50. I think he was kind of shocked I even showed up, honestly, because, I didn't have to. But I was like, dude, I had nothing else to do. So showed up. The cool part was I wanted to take pictures and videos for him. One thing I didn't realize was if I didn't get the tee time at Eaton, and I realized that when he teed off was, I would have caddied for him. Like he didn't, the other 3 guys there, they were a group. They all 3 got caddies. He was a single. He's like, fuck that. I'm scraping by. I'll rent clubs and just walk. I don't need a caddy. So if I wouldn't have got a tee time, I would have caddied for him. I even told him right when he teed off. I was like, bro, I didn't even think about it, but I would have just caddied for you. Like, I would have loved walking it. Yeah. You know me. Yeah. It's something you don't mind. Of course. So he tees off. I take a video of him. Hits a pretty good shot. Pushes a little bit right. We had to say 4 right, but he was all right. Take a video of him. But the cool part was it allowed me to get on the first tee box. You can walk on the first tee box, but you also, it's a golf course. You need to be respectable about it. You need to be, hey, is anybody else going to be teeing off anytime soon? So you can they're not stringent, like you can't walk on it. But at least for me, I didn't want to walk on it without a purpose. Yeah. So when I got that purpose, when he goes, hey, yeah, take a video, I'm on tee box 1, taking the video. I'm just like, this is so cool. And I got a picture with him on tee box 1. There's an official guy, the starter, takes pictures, obviously, of everybody. So he took one of him. And then he's like, hey, your buddy want to get in? And he's like, yeah. So we took a picture together. He sent it to me. So, yeah, it was a great time. The weather was fine, though, the whole time? The weather was fine. The next round I play, gorgeous weather. Played a lot better. Shot a 100. And it should have been like a 95. I mean, it was one of those days where the putts weren't falling. And the days when they're falling and when they're not falling. Oh, yeah. And they were right there, and they just weren't falling. So 100, that was way better. I mean, I shot a 108 the first day that felt like a 130. And I shot a 100 that felt like a 94 or 95. Like, it felt great. So that was the 2 rounds of golf. Last, I think they were each, I think the first round might have been like $170. Club rentals was $50 a day. The second round, I think, was less. I think it was like 120. Man, no, that's still. Yeah. So, yeah, it was cool. It was cool as fuck. It's still money, man. That's pricey. Yeah, it's still pricey. So it was great to be there. I bought Nick a flag. I got everybody else some tees and sick ass flag too. 18, the logo, the bridge. Sick flag. I bought myself 2 hats. And then the second day, I bought 12 golf balls because the first day I ran out of golf balls. Zach had to hook me up. Second day, I buy 12 golf balls. I had 3 golf balls from the day before. I never lost those 3 golf balls. So I had 12 golf balls, which is why I've been giving out golf balls. Because I bought them to play with. Yeah. And I never used them. So I was like, all right, I'll give them out. So, that's smart. Yeah. So, and I took as many golf tees as I could each day with the golf bag. They had one pocket filled with tees, 40, 50 tees. I took there was not a tee left when I handed those clubs back both days. So I have plenty of tees to give out and more to have. Dude, sounds like awesome. So that was a great trip. And then the next day was the date. I went on a date. I took a train over to Glasgow, and went on a date with this girl, Brooke. I had matched with her a couple days before. Are you kidding me? No. I matched with her on Bumble like a week before. Bumble. That's the one. Yeah. And she was so cool, man. So cool. And It's funny. The night before when I'm in St. Andrews, I'm at the bar, like a restaurant, but I'm sitting at the bar. That's where I was eating because that's the only place I had a seat. And there was a couple next to me. And we ended up talking the whole dinner. I mean, the whole dinner. We're Facebook friends now. They're super cool.
What?
Yeah, super cool people.
What?
Yeah, he told me next time I come to St. Andrews, he'd get me on the old course because he's like a member.
What?
And I was like,
fuck,
dude, let's go. All right, cool. He's probably in his 60s or something. Very nice guy. They just retired and just moved there. I have a house there. So, shout out to Jerry. So I end up going on the date, and I told them the night before, hey, I have this date with this girl. You know, hopefully she shows me a good time. In the message he writes me that night, hey, it was nice to meet you, Cody. Again, if you're ever in town, let's, golf together, blah, blah, blah. He writes, I hope Brooke shows you a good time the next day. So I screenshot it and I send it to her, and she's like, oh my God, now I'm so nervous. I got to show you a good time. And it might have backfired a little bit because it put a lot of pressure on her. And I didn't realize that. But I was just trying to show her how excited I was. Uh-huh. So then we do hang out, and I swear I thought she was gonna bitch out. Like as soon I get to my hotel at 3, I take like a 2-hour train from St. Andrews there. I get to my hotel at 2 or 3, check in. I tell her, hey, all I need to do is shower, and then we can do whatever. Because I wanted to maximize the amount of time we had together. I didn't want to be like, let's just go to dinner at 7 and have 2 hours in. So it's like, just pick me up. We'll find something to do. I know how to have fun. So she picks me up. Super random. I can't believe she did that. Like, just to pick up.
That is random because, like, dude, you don't even. Yeah, she could take you anywhere.
Like, okay, here's a little caveat though that does make it a little bit safer. Is we did add each other on Instagram, and because that the whole week before, I'm posting all the pictures of me hiking and me at the soccer game. Yeah. So she saw me being a real person. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it wasn't completely fucked up. Yeah. But yeah, still. I mean, you curate an Instagram to look like anything. So she picks me up, beautiful. I mean, very beautiful girl. Yes, she was. Yeah, and she shows me around, gorgeous voice, of course. The Scottish voice, I love it. Could just listen to hear her talk the whole time. Shows me around, we go to a museum, have a great time. The museum closes down at 5. We were there for about an hour and a half. Free too, that was cool. Then we go get some food, some small plates, like Spanish food tapas. So like,
what the fuck?
It's like yeah, so it's like all like appetizers. It's like a whole bunch, it's like 8 appetizers, so you can get chicken wings and stuff. So we got that. Split it all. It's great to share. Yeah. So we got that.
I cannot stop yawning, bro. I've been yawning this whole fucking podcast.
That happens to me when I take mushrooms. I don't know if that ever happens to you.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. I keep trying to hold back. I'm like,
born. Fuck, dude. So we go on the date. Then we go out to a bar after. We go to an Irish bar, and then we go to another bar. So it was cool. It was a great time. She showed me around. Dropped me back off at like 11.
Is she about the same age as you?
She's 1 year old. Okay. Yeah. So, and her birthday's coming up, September 29th. So, happy early birthday to her.
It's crazy that you remembered that.
Yeah, of course. Got to, man. So had a great night with her.
Way too much to remember that.
Caught a train the next night to Manchester. This is now the last night of the trip. I'm catching a 5 a.m. flight the next day. So I check in. I also stayed at the hotel that's closest to the airport. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to an airport, but there's nothing around them usually. So I stayed at an airport that's I stayed at a hotel that's just next to other hotels. Like, there wasn't food options or anything. So once I got there, your boy was cashed. I ate at the restaurant in the Holiday Inn, ordered so much food. I got a pizza, garlic bread, got super baked because I didn't want to take my weed pen cartridges back home. Yeah. I was like, I'll bring them here, but I ain't bringing them back home. I don't need to. I got some home. So I fucking ripped the fuck out of my weed pen in my hotel room, sat there, and got some really good sleep. Woke up and caught my flight back. It was about I think 14 to 16 hour day in total between me waking up 3 hours later, catching my flight, going to Amsterdam, 2.5 hour layover in Amsterdam, catching a flight now to Detroit, getting picked up by my parents.
So much. That's so much, dude.
So I left there. I woke up there at 3 a.m., which is 10 p.m. our time. Okay? So 10 p.m. Thursday night, I woke up here. I got home Friday at 3 p.m. So I was up from 10 p.m.
Dude, I would have been like...
Yeah. So my whole time was all fucked up. But it didn't take much adjusting. This was this is how I know I'm growing up. It's because I used to always vacation, and I still do every now and then, up to the point where I'll vacation until I got to go back to work, basically. You know what I mean? I'll fly back at 9 p.m. and go to work the next day. I want to maximize the vacation. And I'll still do that for most of them. When we go to LA, we'll probably be doing that. But for such a big trip like this, coming home on a Friday and giving myself Saturday and Sunday to really like get my clock back together internally and my like the things I do. I worked out Saturday and Sunday, so getting back on schedule. I didn't work out for pretty much those 2 weeks. It took a little bit of time, and I'm glad that I did that. Because normally I would be like, all right, I'm flying home Sunday. I want an extra 2 days. Yeah. You know, so that was cool and very smart of me, and I think that's something I'll continue to do moving forward. Because with the big trips like that, it's so, I mean, I explained it to you guys. I couldn't even focus in golf the first day. It's so taxing on you mentally and physically with the things I was doing that those 2 days coming back was really important. So, and I golfed with his brother and with Josh. Josh shot lights out. We played Beacon Hill. I'd never played that course before. Pretty good course. I'm not going to say too much about it because I sucked that round, but fastest greens I played this whole year. I'm not one to, okay, I am one to exaggerate sometimes. This time I'm not exaggerating. I'm not kidding you. The fastest greens I played the whole year.
I never even hear Flav talk about the greens either.
Oh, is that where he works or something? Or dude, I'm telling, it was fucking insane, dude. I watched your brother three putt, 5 holes, 6 holes. I mean, something that was like way over the top. And I get it, maybe, you know, the feel on a couple, but like he was hitting normal putt and they just were rolling and rolling. And I was like, what? There was commentary on every green basically. But Josh shot great. Ryan and I not so much. Ryan started doing this thing actually, which I thought was pretty interesting, and it worked for him. He would hover his driver like Kuchar. So the last, let's say 5 holes, he hovered his driver, and I'm not kidding you. He hit bombs straight, like 275-yard drives.
Really? Maybe he needs to start doing that then.
And I was like, did you just start that? Like, have you been doing that? And he goes, no, it's something I do every now and then. And he goes, but it's if my driver isn't working, like for a while, I'll switch it up and try this. He goes, you know, I'll try different things. He goes, but this is something that I do try every now and then. And I said, well, I haven't seen you try that. Right now it's working. So I don't know if it's just because maybe what you were doing with your regular swing, you're just not doing it right now. And it's an anomaly that is happening right now. It happens with all of us. We do one thing and we go, oh, that's it. And it just worked that one day. Or it might actually be a thing that can help him long term. But I was like, I would maybe keep that in the bag. Because, dude, it was I was in shock. I was waiting on it for him to, like, fuck one up. And he just smoked him. And I was like, okay, it's different, but I like it. And it worked for him. So, so it was a good round. But
I went to Fellows Creek there.
Yeah, just was cool. Going to ask about that. You shot fucking,
let me 77, but that was cool.
And you played which 2 nights?
We played the West and the South. So I did better on the West, obviously. That's the one we played in high school, was the West. So I know that like the back of my hand.
All right, I have a question for you. Throughout this season, I feel like one of the things that you might have struggled with a little bit was par 3s. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you do this week?
Parred them.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, so that's a big.
Every shot had my draw. Every single drive, every single every shot had my little. It wasn't a lot, just a baby draw.
Maybe you just gotta go back to Fellows and bring back the draw.
I know.
But I'd be very interested. I'm not gonna do it, but I'd be very interested to know like what his scores were, like in correlation with how you scored on par 3s only.
Yeah.
So like when you shot low 80s, how'd you do on just par 3s? When you shot in the 70s this year, which was quite a few times. I mean, this
if I use that everybody uses, like, be telling me
like
that stuff,
I want to like, is that the difference maker basically? Because you're fine. I mean, dude, you shoot great. You don't need an app to tell you to fucking what you shoot. But I'd be interested to know like, is par 3s the difference maker in your score basically? Like par 5s is for me, or has been for a long time. It's not as much anymore. But see, that's where you get strokes. And for me, for a long time up until now, that's where I'd always average a 7.
Like, it was like every year par.
Okay, see, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's a great feeling. And that's how I feel about par 5s now. Is like, it's either a par or a bogey. Like, okay, I can get there in 3 strokes. Like, for sure I can. So they're a little bit different, but that's great that you played the par threes better. Honestly.
A lot better.
I think that's a big thing.
Dude, then we got stuck. We got about 6 holes in, and we're on 7, dude, just waiting on these.
Who'd you play with?
On these, it was like Koreans or something in front of us, dude, and they were playing as a scramble, and they were
still
playing,
slow,
and still so. We had a dad, his son, and his wife playing behind us in a threesome, taking their time and still being right on our ass, having to wait on us.
What time did you play?
Later on, it was like 2:30, or no, yeah, it was 2:30,
and it's still that slow at that afternoon.
2.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, that's crazy. And it was you and your dad, and that's it, or?
And Nolta and Ryan.
Hell yeah. Okay. Nice. How'd they play?
That was
I didn't
fun.
even know they played.
Played all right.
All right. Good.
Not
bad.
Good. Not bad.
Not bad.
All right, dude. I'm tired as fuck for some reason. I've been yawning this whole time.
You're good, man. That was it. That was the trip, pretty much. That was
I really had to listen to you, though. I wanted to hear. I didn't talk to you about everything. I heard some of it. So
yeah, we had glanced over a couple things,
which is good because I like keeping it fresh for the podcast.
Yeah.
Then I actually feel like I have real questions.
Well, yeah, you have questions to ask about that popped up immediately that you kind of curate. And you actually just instantly was like, wait, what was that like? What was
what was the girl's name?
Brooke. Brooke. Yeah, and also shout out to the guy I played with.
She was your tour guide.
Yeah, she was my guy.
Tour guide.
Yeah, she was my guy.
I know what tour she guided.
Yeah.
Down low.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, we got Ryder Cup coming up, guys. Hope you guys watch that. That's in 2 weeks, and I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Right. Tyler Cannon's outing is coming up. I don't know if we'll have another podcast before that. We'll definitely have
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully we have.
We'll try.
Before. But in case we don't, shout out to Tyler Cannon. If you don't know what's happening, you probably don't need to know that.
Yeah. So, right.
But just prayers up for Tyler and his family and Julie and their beautiful family, and we're rooting for them, and I'm excited to golf for that, and it should be a good time.
Yeah, buddy.
Very excited. So we'll get you some rest, bro.
All right.
We'll get this guy.
Thank you. I need it. I'm sleeping right after.
I know. I feel you. I got yard work to do, so I'm
Fuck
with you on
that. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining, listening. Don't forget to subscribe down below, like, comment, do all that jazz. Send it to your friends, family, if you have any friends.
Even the haters. Even the people telling you don't get pars when you do.
But like I said, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
One time. Peace.